Welcome to this look at some clever new mods on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. So, ladies and gentlemen, these mods dropped yesterday. This is Sunday. I had a very busy day yesterday. A map dropped as well, which is unusual for a Saturday. Now, this is the Loader Camera Pack and the Loader Tool Camera Pack, both by Alex L353 Modding. The Loader Camera Pack is 174.01 megabytes download, and the Loader Tool Camera Pack is 19.5 megabytes to download. Now we've got a lot going on in here, a huge amount. I've got a small amount of it out, but you'll get the gist as we go through. And obviously the slot counts and stuff, you'll see most of them as we go through, apart from the ones I've already got out, but that's absolutely fine. Let's just jump straight in. We'll start with the forklift. So you'll see when we get to the Loader Camera Pack mod, the forklift is available and it says camera, Mercedes-Benz DLC, yes or no. So you're going to need that on, because obviously this is the cameras, reverse cameras, and well, you'll see, and cameras. This one is only a reverse camera though, to be clear. And then you've got some colour configuration options on pretty much all of the vehicles and machinery as we go through this. That's your forklift. And then if we go to our front loader vehicles, and we'll go through all the other stuff, don't worry. Front loader vehicles, we've got the Gportal. That's there available again. Options for tyres, wheel setup, decals. You can have those on the top as well. Camera, Mercedes-Benz DLC, yes or no. Now I just need to double check on the back because it should be, where was it? Right, there we go. So if you want it in standard version, just if you want colour options, you can. As soon as you click on camera, Mercedes-Benz DLC, you'll see in cab, it puts that screen in there. On the back of the vehicle, it puts a little camera, a reverse camera, which is pretty cool. Don't get me wrong, it's very cool indeed. So that's front loader. Front loader tool, so if you've got a tractor, now this one's curious. I say this one, these are curious, and there are a lot of them. Now it does say, if you've got a tractor that will take these, or it says about prefab, so I think what will happen is if modders want to utilise this, they can. So this is preemptive, I think is the best way of putting it. So if we come down to here, you'll see we start here. Loader tool camera. So we've got a mixture of the both mods here. It's easier to do it all as one big kind of mod pack. We've got a class, we've got the Gportal. We've got 3 under quick, the 4M, 6M, 7M, 2 under Hauer, the 150, 190, and then we've got 3 John Deere and 1 case. Now with these, I don't know if you can see between the forks just above the John Deere logo, there's a camera. So these front loaders have a camera as well. So you might just get the vehicle, and if you wanted to use the vehicle with the Mercedes-Benz pack and just have a standard loader, you could do, which means you'd get the reverse camera, but by doing this you get a front implement type camera. You'll see as we go. So you can pick again colour options and whatever you want to do on these. But here's the thing, with this pack at the moment there is only one tractor that is set up for this pack, and it's a Fendt, and bizarrely there's not a Fendt loader. So you'd have to use a quick or a Hauer, which is absolutely fine. I'll show you the tractor next, which makes sense. But then these are then set up that if another modder then decides, actually, you know what, I'm going to include this with my case, with my Fendt, with whatever it might be, you've then got the option to retrospectively add them in. I think that makes most sense. So if we go to small tractors, I'll show you that next. So there, we've got the Fendt 500 Vario, loader camera pack. Click on that. Again, we're on no, but we've got all these options for changing stuff and changing colours, and you know, so it's a standard tractor but changes. If we then look on the back here and I say Mercedes-Benz DLC, you've got MC and then you've got PC. Now I've gone MC. Now I've got to work out where the camera appears on this. I've got one out and I can't remember where it was. It does put a cat on me. You might just be able to see it glinting as I swing round there, just to the left of the right hand mudguard. Does that make sense? I'll show you it on the tractor itself. So that gives you a reverse camera, and then you can go for a front loader, and that's all good. But it doesn't just end there, because then we've got front loader tools, and under front loader tools we've got loader tool camera, loader tool camera, loader tool camera. So you click on one of those, and you see in between the forks below the all but, we've got a camera there. So same with this, camera above the bucket, and then the same with this. We've got a camera just to the side of the middle support, I guess is what anyone put it. So that's your front loader tools. Telehandlers. Now, well, this is cool because this is actually added in some stuff. So we've got that's loader camera pack, that's loader camera pack. We've got the Scorpion's been added in. That's not a base game. It's not a base game telehandler. So I like that because the Scorpion has got one of the longest booms of any of them. So I mean, to be fair though, it's 100 and what I say it was 176, 174 megabyte download to gain that extra telehandler. If you just wanted that, seems a lot. But anyway, with same with all of these, we've got color options. Main colour, rim colour, but we have got the option for Mercedes-Benz DLC, yes or no. And again, if we come to the back of here, is it going to be somewhere obvious? Oh, the camera seems to be there all the time, regardless. There's a camera on the back of that. I've got the Scorpion out. I think the camera might be there all the time then. Let's put it on. I've lost it. Anyway, so camera on and off. So we've got all of those, including the Cinnabergen and the Fent. And then we come to telehandler tools. And we start here. So we've got bucket, pallet forks, bale fork. And again, click on those. You've got options and you've got a camera on there as well. Now, one thing I will say in fiddling around with these is some of the camera angles aren't fantastic. And I found with the pallet forks especially, the camera angle or the camera seems stretched, so it's quite difficult. It will take a bit of practice, let's be honest. Under wheel loaders, we start here. Now this JCB's been added in under wheel loaders, but you've got the option there. Again, a few different options. That's under wheel loaders, so JCB's added in. These are added in because these aren't standard. There's your base game wheel loaders. So these have been added in, the Touring Sinus and the Touring 1914. But all of these are then the same thing, got the option. 4 changes of various different things and with the camera option on there as well. Which again puts, I know when I was clicking on it, it puts an extra monitor in there for each one. What we'll do, let's grab one of these. So I've got a telehandler. Should we go? We'll go with the Touring, why not? We'll put that on. So we should have the monitor inside. Let's lease that. And then what we'll do is we'll then go to wheel loader tools. And under wheel loader tools, we've got quite a few. So we start here. So loader tool pack, we've got that bucket. We've got pallet fork, larger pallet fork, big bag lifter, rock bucket, general purpose. There's a whole load, as you can see. We go right the way through all of this. Loader tool pack, the high tip bucket as well. So if we just pick a standard piece of equipment, actually, you know what I'm curious to see? Did we have... Oh, we haven't. Unloading grapple. There's not a grapple, is there? No. Okay, that's curious. Should we just go with a standard bucket or should we go with forks? Let's go... We'll go with Maxi pallet forks. Just do that, just to see what they're like. And then we've got skid steer loader. There's your loader camera, skid steer loader, just the Kubota. Say just the Kubota. And then under the tools there, we've got bucket, pallet forks. That'd be interesting actually. Let's get that. I'm just curious to see. I didn't get one of those out. And then let's get that. So as you can see, there is an absolute load in here to be able to look at. Now, some of these things have a couple of quirks. So like I said, the forklift truck, if we come around to the back of the forklift, we should be able to see it. I don't know if you can see right there. Just there is where the reverse camera is. So the forklift truck only has a reverse camera. If we click there, you'll see the monitor. If we back up, we'll get a reverse camera. That's all that the forklift, let's say all the forklift truck has. That has. Very nice. If we come to our front loader, we have got a camera on the back up there. And then on the front, we've got a camera on the bucket. So if we jump in, start it up, you can see there's our bucket camera. So it's sort of looking down into the bucket at a slight angle, which is quite cool. As soon as we reverse, it switches to reverse camera. That's a really cool feature. I have to say I really do like it, and it's going to be one of those things you're going to have to pay a lot of attention to and practice with, because what I've been finding is as soon as I've been trying these out, I'm just focusing so much on the camera, I'm not paying attention to what's going around me. So that's you know, it's going to be a fairly useful thing. But actually, it's kind of stretched a little bit. It gives a very strange perspective on the world, and there's no way to zoom in on that camera. I mean, that is kind of fixed, but I like the fact it switches automatically, which is rather cool. If we then come to our tractor, now our tractor has the camera. Ah, there it is. Can you just see there? There it is. There's the camera. Just there. And then again around the front. Now what's curious is it shows a camera there and we've got a camera on there, but what I found, let's just now this tractor is a little bit different to all the others as well, because have I turned it off? Hang on a second. So you see our reverse camera, that's on our rear hitch, which is pretty helpful if you're backing up to something to hook up. Again, the camera angle's slightly at an angle, but you know, again, you'd get used to it. There's our forward one. But let me just do this, that, and put those on like so. So when you first get this L1 and left stick side to side, that's what happens when you first start it. If I reverse, my reverse camera works. But I had nothing forwards, and I couldn't work out why. For all the others are automatic. Every time you hook something up, it's automatic. But L1, left on the stick, left or right. So there's my camera on my front loader that I've got. So I can see my front loader. I've got nothing on it, but you can see my front loader moving and doing its thing. Brilliant stuff. Now we come forward, and we should be able to hook up to our piece of equipment that's also got a... There we go. So now it's switched. Now I'm just going to double check. Can we switch between... No camera found. L1, left stick side to side. Alright, so once you've got your implement on, it switches from your front loader tool to the implement. So I've got my reverse camera, and I've now got my pallet forks. When the pallet forks are detached, it goes to the front of the loader, which I guess helps you when you're lining up. If I detach that now, as it should have done, as I'm driving forward, I can see my forks as I'm approaching them to hook up, click on, and now I'm on that. Now, like I say, these are a little bit stretched as well. So when you look at the pallet forks on that camera, it's kind of, I mean, it's doable. We've got our R1, and we can widen our forks. So you can see the forks widening and doing their thing. If I drive forward now towards that pallet, because it's stretched, I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong. Stretch those out a little bit more, come to the side, and there you go. Are we down far enough? Maybe not. Hasn't really picked that up very well, has it? So yeah, I say there we go. We're on. Lift it up. But the problem is now, because that takes up all of the space, I can't see. And so this is when I would then switch to looking out the window, because I don't need to worry anymore. I've hooked my stuff up. But I say they're just a little bit stretched. And again, that's no bad thing, it's just a case of getting used to it. So there you go, camera off. So this one, if you're using the tractor, you have to actually manually switch cameras, because you've got one on the front loader and one on the implement. Whereas all the others, they are just reverse and implement. So let's try this one. Go inside here, we should have a screen. Oh, there you go, there we go, screen. No camera found. If I reverse, there's a reverse camera. Now, being that it's a skid steer loader, the camera is tiny. L1, R1, L1, R1. What I personally would have liked as well, and again, I know this is just being pernickety, but as you can see, that camera is tiny reversing. Would be an option. I don't know what button configuration you would use for it, but where you would possibly press a button or a combination of buttons to zoom in on that camera a little bit, so that you can see a little bit better on the camera when you're reversing. But I guess that then becomes a little bit trickier to do. So I kind of understand why. Right, let's go on to our rock breaker. As soon as we hook up, there you go, there's our rock breaker. Now that's a curious one as well, because the camera, let's unfold it. Now I can't see anything. That's, yeah, I'm not sure that camera helps at all. We are zoomed in a little bit more now though. So I can see that camera a little bit better now, but let's fold it back up again. Yeah, for actually rock braking, that doesn't actually... Does that... Because you can't actually see the point. If you could see the point of the breaker on the camera... Oh, that's probably not so good, is it? That's curious. So the camera's at the wrong angle. The camera needs to be kind of right at the point there, maybe pointing towards the tip, so you can see where the actual breaker is. Again, I know I'm being pernickety. Let's fold that back and see what happens. Right, so it's sitting there facing forward, and again, you still can't quite see the tip. But then you fold it out, the camera moves with that, but sort of leaves the body. So it may get an update. I don't know. I'm just like to say. And I'm playing devil's advocate as well. I'm looking at all options. So front loader gear on tractor, forklift, skid steer loader. Let's go to telehandler next. Like I say, I've gone the Scorpion because I really do like the Scorpion. We'll move this out of the way because we need to get the wheel loader forks. I've gone for forks as well because the buckets are... I mean, the buckets are very straightforward. You know what? Let's get a wheel loader bucket. We'll get the yellow one. Let's grab that. Hang on a minute. That's... I assume they just all have a camera on regardless. Yeah, camera's above the bucket. Okay, let's grab that. Where's that? Put that. Okay, right next to us. Okay, we can hook that up. I'm just saying I've done a lot with the pallet forks. So let's have a check on this. So camera is... can you see it just there? There's our reverse camera there. And then on our piece of equipment, don't need that on, our camera is down there. So, start it up. There you go. Reverse. There's our reverse camera, so we can see where we're going. And again, with the forks on this, I think it seems to be worse on the telehandler than it was on the front loader. They are really stretched out. Which I guess depending on the you know, the camera. But again, we can see us narrow, wide. But the fact it automatically switches between both, I mean, it's a brilliant idea. It's a brilliant pack. I honestly, I think it's absolutely great. I mean, it's up there on the megabyte download. But I have to say, considering you're getting the Scorpion extra, you're getting the 2 class wheel loaders extra. I mean, there's all, you know, the preemptive with all the front loaders as well. It's very clever, and I suppose the work that's gone in to the cameras. The placement of the cameras, the camera angles. Like I say, there may need to be a little bit of tweaking here and there. And again, I know I'm repeating myself. Just a load of practice. A load of practice would be required. And of course, the fact you need to have the Mercedes-Benz DLC. If you don't have the Mercedes-Benz DLC, I guess that's kind of it becomes a moo point. But I do like that. And I say I didn't go through every single one. Of course, I didn't. But you know, if we come down to the Sennebergen, for example. Oh, we've got a rim colour option on that. The Fent, again, rim colour. Let's have a look at that. Main colour and rim colour. So we've got a few different options for various different things on the bits of equipment. Let's have a look at the wheel loader last. I think that's all of them. Yeah, right, let's jump in this. Go to there. Where's our camera? Oh, there you go. No camera found. Reverse. There you go. There's a reverse camera. When I come to edit this, if I'm talking about zooming in and I have zoomed in editing, don't take that as there is an option to zoom in. There's not an option to zoom in. I might do it during editing, in which case at this point I might zoom in on that camera as I reverse so you can see a little bit better. But I mean, you can see what you're doing, and you know, you can see as stuff's approaching so as hopefully not to hit it. And then what we'll do is let's hook up to our front, our bucket, and see what the angle's like on the bucket. So that is looking down into the bucket. So we're looking into the bucket with our leading edge. Let's go. I'll tell you what we'll do. Haven't tried yet. Let's go over to the buy anything silo, because this will be curious to see. Start filling. Are we under it properly? We are under it properly. So looking down at our camera. Let's click on that. What should we put in it? Let's put something that we can see. Let's go canola. That's dark. Oh, there you go. That filled quite quickly. So now we can see our stuff that's in it. I mean, like I say, it's very cool. It's very clever. I can see like people when they're using sat navs and just relying solely on the sat nav. I can see a lot of people like I'm doing now, just spending all their time looking at the camera, and yeah. Pay more attention to where you're driving. That probably would be safer, I guess. So let's tip that up. Oh, it is. Yeah, of course it is. Let's tip that up, and we should see our stuff start to come out. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So there we go. Clever, clever, clever stuff. So there you go. That's the loader camera pack and the loader tool camera pack. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.